I'd like to present to you a new resource for stages 5 and 6 created by TJN Productions. This resource has been designed in order to entice, enhance, and expose gender inequalities within everyday society for students and teachers alike. This resource will use new research and new forms of analysis to enhance and entice new ways of learning, as it always should be.
This game has four formats of playing. Format 1, Format 2, Format 3, then Format 4.
Player's spot on the board. The single KLA exercise is through factual, creative, and a puzzle. Cross KLA represents each symbol. PE, history, science, English. The fast lane tracks. Each player can surpass other players on the board to finish the game early, providing they answer the question. The inquiry questions has a chance for teachers and students to interact with one another and also to roll the dice again to determine a random question. To finish off the board game, each player needs to go into the middle or the centre of the board game.
The board features 4 configurations of play. The initial format features the whole game board, which is designed for assessment data and cross-KLA content. The second configuration is the revision format that focuses on a class's core content. The third configuration is similar to the second configuration and is deemed fast revision. It is best used for revising of previous lessons' key concepts. The final configuration is the introductory format, which is best used at introducing students to a new unit of work. It also caters to students with diverse learning needs, as the students can undertake the questions progressively, which enables teachers to engage students one-on-one, promoting inclusive learning styles. The game board can be modified to suit a teacher's learning requirements. For instance, the inquiry questions can be used to symbolize pause moments in the game, where teachers can interact with the students, ask them if they have any questions. This broad adaptability enforces the resource as a cutting-edge educational tool.
The game incorporates both Piaget and Vygotsky's theories of cognitive development. Vygotsky's theory is established through a collaborative learning space and also tests the zone of proximal development with the higher order purple questions that are placed strategically throughout the board, which allows teachers to gauge the progressive difference of the game. Piaget theory is established through association and assimilation that develops the schemas of gender equality for the students. The inquiry questions allow us to judge the level of engagement as well as student misunderstandings of the issue addressed in the resource. The game allows for teacher-guided education and student collaboration through an inclusive learning style and peer competition. It fulfills the use of Vygotsky through social collaboration in learning and harnesses Piaget's view of development mental stages. Firstly, post-structuralism, symbolic interactionism, and lastly, feminism. Each of these address the issue through the concepts of power and dominant discourse. Post-structuralism identifies that society is broken into male and female, with male holding the majority of power and dominant discourse. Structural interactionalism determines their image, in this case their gender, with a particular set of expectations and traits that encapsulate their identity. Lastly, feminism, which aim is to confront the predetermined levels of power, wanting women to attain more power and equal positioning in the dominant discourse. Our resource, which is to confront this discourse in the same fashion, however, focuses on both genders and the inequalities represented within both. In particular, this game will address the concepts of masculinity and the feminine, and how students can learn to break through the traditional societal values.
So on that note, I hope you can see that this resource is used in order to confront the gender inequality in our everyday society and help students gain increasing awareness to this fact. Using Piaget and Vygotsky, as well as sociological approaches such as post-structuralism, symbolic interactionalism, and feminism, we hope that you do see the relevance of this resource